Hi, Flosstube. I'm Rolanda.
And I'm Kylie.
And this is Rose Crafty Corner. Hi, everyone.
Hoppy Easter, everybody.
Yeah, Hoppy Easter. That was good. I like
that. We are filming this the day before Easter,
Good Friday.
basically. So tomorrow's Good Friday, but this will be out either tomorrow or Saturday. We're not sure yet.
Something to watch for your Easter weekend plans.
Yes, over your little break. So we'd just like to say welcome back to all our existing subscribers and previous viewers. And if you are new here, welcome. And we hope you enjoy what you see. And if you do, please remember to give us a like, subscribe, and share the video with your friends.
Very much so, because we've had a few new subscribers recently.
We have, and thank you for that.
And we would love it if we got to 100 subscribers by our next filming. So we're only 4 away. So we want to smash that goal. So
if you haven't subscribed yet, please do so.
Please do. Why would you want to miss our craziness? Run by the seat of our pants, you know, on the fly, whatever.
We do our best to entertain, but we like to have fun ourselves as well. So.
Yeah, exactly. That's what it's all about.
Exactly. Now, we did realise recently we forgot to tell you all our February stitching totals is the word I'm trying to say.
Yeah. Don't worry, I gotcha.
Yeah. For me, I'm quite happy not to say mine because my February numbers were a bit low.
But that's okay.
I had a bit going on. And,
And it's understandable why your totals were lower because you had so much happening.
Yes. There was a lot going on at my house, illnesses and various things. I won't go into because
all the things, you know.
The details. So my February totals were 5,284 stitches. Which is not a great month for me.
But still, that's good. That's over 1,000 stitches a week.
That's true. And it was a short month. So,
yeah, we had a couple of less days.
If I'd had a couple extra days, I could have totally done
6,000.
Maybe. 5.5. Anyway, and Ro, your totals?
Mine was
a lot higher.
It was a lot higher, but then, 15,210. So
she closer to tripled me in February.
Yeah.
So January was almost double. February was almost triple. We'll see what March is. We'll hopefully remember to tell you that next time we film because it will be April by then.
Just remember, I had a lot of recovery time in February, so that really bumped up my
sitting
stitches.
around doing not much else because you just weren't allowed
to. And every time I moved, I was in pain, so it was best just to sit still and just,
Exactly. So, there you go. That's quite the difference. It'll never, ever be the same. She'll always get more done than I will.
I wouldn't say always.
Oh, pretty much.
You never know. Like, I could have,
Unless you were, like, really, really unwell.
Like in hospital or something.
And I had a really, really, really free time without kids.
Yeah, you ran away from the kids or something.
Yeah. It's not going to happen. Maybe on the stitching cruise I'll get a lot done. But
maybe in a few years' time.
Anyway.
All right, I think we should get on with it. Sorry about our silliness.
Yeah. Well, look at us.
Yeah.
How can we not be silly? Look at us.
Mine actually light up, but I'm not going to turn the lights on in case anyone has any sort of effect from flashing lights or anything. But Kylie's are like flopsy mopsy.
I feel like Peter Rabbit with his very floppy ears.
Actually, I could feel that they were on my head, like I feel a weight. Yeah. Anyway, sorry.
Anyway, we'll move on. All right, so we will get straight into our WIPS.
Yep.
So in the last fortnight, I have worked on Geranium Fairy. So she's coming along quite nicely. You can actually see she's coming in there.
Yeah.
She has a head and the top of her wing coming along. And so I actually got quite a decent amount done on her. I looked at it and I had to double check it. I got 1,496 stitches done on her in the fortnight.
Well done.
I don't know how I managed that.
Yeah, I think it was you had big blocks of red, didn't you?
Yeah, quite a lot of it. I sort of stuck to the one colour. And maybe it's on 14 count, so it's actually quite easy. Yeah, the border added up a bit.
Maybe the border was quicker than, you know.
Yeah, so, and that brings me to 30.9% on that. So if I'd got a little bit more done, I could have gotten to 1,500 stitches and 31%. Yeah. But no, never mind.
You're almost a third of the way.
That's, pretty good on her. So that's Geranium Fairy and where she is up to. And then I've also been working on the 80s movie night stitch along.
Yep. It's a mouthful.
Think about that because we just call it 80s movies for sure.
Yeah, or 80s sale.
Or 80s sale. So on this one, I didn't get quite as much done. There's a bit more chopping and changing colours in this one. So I have gotten 911 stitches done on that one, which brings just the centre to 25.3%. That's not counting all the movies that will go around the outside of it.
Just the inner part and the inner border.
It is just the centre, and I did make a little start on the border, you know. So that one's coming along.
Have you finished the word movie now?
I think there was a little bit more,
tiny bit more,
down the bottom here, and then the word night goes along across it. So I think there was a little bit more because the M comes down a bit further than what I've come down here. Yeah, I intended to last night, but I had a bad night the night before, so I was a bit tired. So I just went, not today.
Fair enough.
So they're the only two WIPs that I have worked on in the last fortnight. I did one week and one the other. So I do have a couple other things to show a little bit later. But we'll do rose WIPs first.
Until then. Okay. The first one I worked on was Boy Pirate by Durene Jones. Let me see. There we go. Now, that's the freebie on Durene Jones' Facebook page. I worked 1 day on this, and it was 145 stitches. I'm a little bit shaky today, sorry. But, so getting closer, slowly but surely. Yeah.
It will get done.
Yeah, not much to go.
Getting closer every time we see it.
You may see a finish on that next month. Yeah, she's really open.
I'm always excited for her finishes because it's one less that'll be in the WIP parade at the end of the year.
Yep. Then the second one I worked on is Nutcracker Stocking, and that's by Donna Cooler, and it's in this book. And there we go. If you can't see it properly, we'll put a picture over the top. And then this, I got a fair bit done on this, I think.
It's coming along nicely.
Yeah. Okay. So we got a lot of the legs in and a little bit of the bushes and stuff. So 2 days on this, and I did 1, 2, 3, 4 stitches. So 1,234. I laughed at that. I thought, oh, yeah, that's a pretty cool place to stop.
Maybe I did 911.
Yeah. It's crazy how you find that, isn't it? I'm still really in love with this one. So, yeah, we'll see how we go with that.
Very nice.
And then I couldn't give that stocking some love without giving this one some love. So this one's a big difference from when you saw it last. And this is Flamingo Stocking. Now, let me see. There we go. That's a good picture. This is by Stony Creek Designs. I spent 2 days on this, and it was 1,652 stitches. So that's pretty much the bottom of the body. I did start on the red light around the neck, and what I'm doing is I'm changing the colours of the lights because I want to make them all different. And I'm actually putting in metallic DMC with the normal DMC
to make them sparkle like lights.
Sparkle a bit.
That's a good idea.
Yeah, I'm hoping it turns out as pretty as what is in my mind.
We shall see.
Keep our fingers crossed.
Yes.
Okay, and then you guys know I had some work to do on Harmony.
Always.
Yeah. Now, I ended up spending 5 days on this one. Can you help me just maybe hold that side? She's quite heavy with the fabric. I spent 5 days, 4,290 stitches for those 5 days. So I beat my goal for the month.
Excellent.
Because when I was on the 4 days, I was under my goal. And I was like, I'd rather go over my goal because that will help me out for future months.
Absolutely.
So I finished here, and I wanted to start going diagonally, and then I did like a step down, and then I was like, just go wherever. So you've got some cream and ecru and that sort of stuff, and then you've got the pinks coming down for the head. So yeah, I'm quite happy with that one. I'm trying not to go too far out of the area. I'm trying to do an area first, but I don't want to get lines. So I'm conscious of where I'm going, so I'm kind of feathering it a bit.
Yep. Good.
And so remember we had the competition to name
we did,
the bird, Harmony?
We asked you to leave a comment with your choice of name, and we would see what we came out with. And
so I asked on our YouTube channel, and I also asked at the craft groups that I go to.
Yep. And do we need a drum roll?
Yeah, we do. Polly.
Polly is the bird's name.
So from now on, I'm going to try to refer to her as Polly instead of Harmony.
Right.
And you can
help
me remember.
So the pattern name is Harmony.
Yes, the pattern name is Harmony by Haid.
But the bird in the pattern is now known as Polly.
I think that's really sweet.
It's cute.
Yeah, cute.
Just makes me think, Polly want a cracker.
Of course. Of course. I didn't even think of that. Oh, my gosh. Oh. Okay.
All right. So that was your existing WIPS?
That's all my WIPS. Yep.
Okay. So now we'll move on to some new starts because we both have at least one.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Are you saying that towards me that I've got more than one or not?
I don't know how many you've got.
No, I've only got one.
I only have. Well, there you go. We've got one each. All right. So we both have a new start. So we'll go with mine is Quiet Please.
You've done heaps on that.
So on Quiet Please, I've gotten 302 stitches done, and that puts me at 6.4%.
Nice.
Yeah. So I quite like this pattern.
And this was the one you found by one of our friends. Like one of our friends was doing it.
Yes.
Yeah.
And she was doing the monochromatic one.
Yeah, I think she was.
And I chose to do the colour one.
Yeah, that's our friend Anne. Hi, Anne.
Hi, Anne. See, it's coming along. And I'm doing that on a 25 count even weave that I picked up from the D-Stash Market last year.
Oh, last year.
Yes. The same one I did my Easter pillow on and the St. Patrick's Day pillow. So
would now be a good time to say, look at our Easter display. Okay, Leah, let's sit back.
We've got some Easter things going on here.
So this was my Happy Easter that I did January? Earlier this year.
And, of course, my little Easter pillow that I did, my Easter peeps.
And then these are some carrots I made last year.
They're very cute.
Yeah, they are super cute. They're very easy to make too.
Oh, you'll have to teach me.
I will. I can do that. There's a machine embroidery piece, and his chest has got little fluffy. It's so cute.
Oh,
it's a little fluffy chicken. Happy Easter, Happy Easter. A little cushion I made, and he's got a little cottontail. And then we got some Easter decorations, and I bought some chocolates to display. So,
just to display, not to eat? Oh.
Well,
there I was thinking that's morning tea. All right,
sugar hit.
We might need it. All right, so you have a new start as well?
I do. So my new start is called Mother Earth Gnome. And you guys would have seen it in the digital haul recently.
One of our recent ones, yeah.
So this is how far I got. And I'm super, super duper impressed with how far I got. So the whole world, Earth, planet is finished. And his hand is finished. His nose is almost finished. And then this is the part of his beard and his two little feet. Mm-hmm. And I've got to finish off his hand here. And then, the rest of him. So I'm super happy with how far I got. I spent 4 days on him, and I got 2,402 stitches done. So, yeah, I really love how that one's coming along.
Very cute.
And I think Earth Day's in April.
Might be.
Yeah.
To check that.
So I want to kind of...
And it looks good on the pale blue fabric there,
yeah,
too.
that's just the pale blue from Lincraft.
Because I know you're a bit worried about stitching it on a blue, considering how many blues are in the pattern. But because they're so much darker, they are still showing up quite well. Yeah,
and the one blue I was concerned about is in here and here. But because it's covered by the green and the other blues, it's not...
it's not fading into the fabric.
Yeah. So you can still see it. And I think it looks really good from a distance too. Like,
yeah.
You know, sometimes when you're stitching something and you can't see it until you take a photo.
Yes.
And then you take the photo and then you're like, oh, I can see it now.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, that's what I was like.
Sometimes, yeah.
And can I just tell you, we had a laugh about this at one of the catch-ups. I've got a frog needle winder on there, right? And I thought I'll put that one on for a change because it's green. It's, you know, frogs are found on the earth, you know, that sort of thing. Because I didn't have a gnome needle winder. Oh. I know, right? I'll have to fix that up. Anyway, I was saying to Kylie, since I've had the frog needle minder on, I haven't had to frog anything on this. And she was like, oh, okay. And then where we were, once I'd said it, I jinxed myself and I had to frog what I was working on. But it wasn't this one.
She switched patterns.
Yeah.
But jinxed herself.
Yeah. So I was like, maybe I should put the frog on everyone and then I won't have to frog anything.
The frog keeps the frog away.
Yeah. Yeah, that's what I thought.
Well, it's appearing
wishful thinking.
All right.
That's it.
So that was our new starts.
Yep.
And I did have an FFO. It's actually, we started calling it a Sappho.
Yeah, Sappho.
It was a start and finish and fully finished. So
SAFFO.
Yes.
Yep.
So it is called As You Wish.
Yeah, how cute.
Anyone who's a fan of The Princess Bride like I am will understand that one.
And you got this done really quickly too, didn't you?
I did. I think it only took me 2 days to get it fully finished, like from start to fully finished.
Yeah, I was quite surprised how quickly you got it done.
Yeah, well, there's only like 204 stitches in it or something, so it's not hard.
Very cute.
And I've just used the red hoop and a bit of red felt on the back to finish that off. Now that was a free pattern that I found online a couple of years ago. It doesn't seem to be available anymore. But if you search, if you want to do it As You Wish word
typography
pattern like that, there are others out there. Because when I was trying to find this one again, I found others.
Oh.
So they are out there.
Are you going to do the others as well or just that one?
No, for now. For now, one's enough. I don't think I need to have As You Wish on
every room.
Every
room in the house.
Every room has As You Wish everywhere. So
that's funny.
No, that's enough. So
okay, cool.
That was my fully finished, which was started and fully finished since our last regular video. And
because our last video was actually our special, our extra haul.
Yes.
That was great. So if you haven't seen that one, go back to our last video and you can see all the lovely haul that we got.
Yes, that we got from the Brisbane Sewing D-Stash and a few other places as well. So, we do have a tiny bit of haul.
We do have a tiny bit of haul,
Actually, should we do plans first or do you want to do haul first?
Whatever you think. What do you think? Plans and then maybe leave it into haul?
Okay.
Yeah?
Yep.
Okay. You got any plans? What's on your rotation?
The next one on my rotation is... Actually, I was going to do because we've got an extra week, because it's a 5-week month, I'm actually going to throw in the planner from last year that I want to try and finish off.
Yeah.
I don't imagine I will get it finished in the week because it usually takes me a couple of weeks to finish each month on the chart.
But you've started that one.
I have made a little start on it. So we'll see how we go. It just depends how much time I get in the next week to do that. But that is my plan to work on that one for the next week. And then after that, I'll be back to my normal WIP rotation.
Mm-hmm.
So I will be back onto Titanic for the second
Okay, cool.
week. So those are the two I will have to show next fortnight.
Awesome.
Yeah.
So
you've got a few plans.
My plans, yeah, I've got a few. When don't I have a few plans?
It's good to have plans.
It is, whether you stick to them or not, you know.
Well, that's another thing.
Yeah. So we've got the Gnome Place Like Home second part coming out on the 5th of April.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm hoping to be able to fit that into the month of April, because April is my birthday month, as we know, and we're doing the Durene Jones sale.
Yep.
Have you picked yours yet?
I have one I'm thinking,
and
he's only a little one. I'm just going to do one of the little freebie ones.
Yep.
Well, it may have something to do with a happy birthday
something.
Okay. Yeah.
That's enough said.
You'll see it.
Yeah, you'll see it after the birthday. That's fine. I don't mind waiting. That's fine. So the Durene Jones. So I'm going to be concentrating on Durene Jones projects during April.
Mm-hmm.
Now I have quite a few from her.
Shocking.
I know, right?
One of her favourite designers. Of course, she's got quite a few of them.
One of my plans is to finish off the little boy pirate, because there's not much on him to go.
It shouldn't take too long. Do you know how many stitches are left? Is that in a...
No, it's just from the picture from the Facebook page, so I haven't actually put it into
it anyway.
Yeah.
Okay. That's all right. But there's not a lot.
No, there's not a lot of stitches left. There is a bit of back stitching.
Yeah.
So
I mean, that gets done fairly quickly, the back stitching too. So
there's him, and then the other one that's really close to a finish is the octopus freebie.
Yes.
So I'm hoping to have that one finished as well.
It'd be good to knock a couple of those little ones over.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then I want to concentrate on her Etsy site. It's called The Beach is Calling.
Okay.
And I think when I first originally found it in the magazine, I think it was a cross-stitch magazine.
Something else.
Yeah, I think it was called Seaside Sampler. Or
okay.
Something along those lines.
Yeah.
So I'm just
whether she named it or they named it.
Yeah.
I'm just going to... Not sure.
I'm just going to call it The Beach is Calling, because that is actually one of the designs in the middle. It says The Beach is Calling.
Yeah. Okay.
So that's the one I'm going to concentrate on.
Yeah.
I've got...
Because that's not far off.
No.
Either, is
I've got
a lot left to do on that one.
We'll put a picture up here.
Mm-hmm.
And I've got the two biggest ones done, which is the lighthouse and the beach huts.
Yep.
And I've also got the starfish done.
Yes.
So all I've got left to do is the row of sailboats, the one that has two sailboats, the one that has the words, which is The Beach is Calling, and then the other one is some little shells.
Okay.
So there's not a lot in it, but I think there's still enough to keep me going.
Yes, absolutely.
So I'm going to be concentrating on that one. And obviously the boy pirate, the octopus, couple of little ones. If I get time to do more on my other Durene Jones projects, then I will.
Yeah.
However, I also need to fit in 3 to 4 days for Polly to get some work done on her, so I can keep up with my leap year sale.
Yep.
And also I need to fit in some time for Stained Glass Elephant.
Yes.
So I can
want to keep that moving.
Yeah. And I think that's about it. I'm maybe going to do some on Mother Earth Gnome, but I'm not 100% sure yet. So that's the sort of gist for April. But, you know, obviously all this won't be just next time we film.
No.
It'll be
it's the whole
parts
month.
of, yeah. So, I mean, we're still got a couple of days till the end of March, till the beginning of April.
We do,
haven't we? So I can finish,
Monday's
do some more. I can do some more on Mother Earth Gnome
between now and Monday. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. So, yeah, and then that also covers my WIP Go goals. So I'll be using. The other one I need to use for my WIP Go goals is Aussie Christmas Countdown.
Yes. Okay.
So
what prompts did you have that were called up for your WIP Go?
So for the Aussie Christmas Countdown, it was 750 stitches on an Australiana piece.
Okay, yeah.
So that fits in nicely.
Absolutely.
And then the Beach is Calling one, that will be work on a design, finish a designer piece.
Okay.
So I'm hoping that I'll have it finished by the end of April.
Right.
But if not, I've got my boy pirate and I've got my octopus. They're by the same designer.
You'll still get something finished in the month
But yeah,
of April,
I'd like to give myself that extra goal. Yeah. Cool. So yeah, that's my 2 WIP Go goals. Yeah. And then that actually helps me finish off one from January that I didn't get done as well.
Oh, okay.
Because one in January was a beach scene.
Yeah.
And so that ties in really well.
Obviously works well. That one. So the numbers that were called for WIP Go for April were 18 and 21. So on my board, 18 is 500 stitches on a full coverage project. That obviously is going to be Hedwig because it's the only full coverage one I'm actually doing at the moment.
Yep.
So I definitely will get some work done on Hedwig. And number 21 was stitch on a piece you have a hard copy of the pattern. So
you have lots of patterns that you have the hard copy of.
Ones that I'm working on, the next 2 that I'm planning to do. So the planner, I have a digital and a hard copy of it. So as soon as I work on that, it's done. And Titanic was also a hard copy of a pattern that I scanned into markup
to make it easier
for me to follow it. So both of those are in my next fortnight.
Awesome.
So either one of those, that box is marked off.
So you're ticking them off like there's nowhere tomorrow.
And I am actually up to date with my WIP Go board.
Oh, good
so
girl.
I was behind for one of the ones in January, which was a stitch on the newest WIP for a weekend. And I managed to get that one done. I think it might have actually been Maester Peeps because I ended up spending a weekend to finish that off. And that was my newest one at the time because I kept starting something and then not working on it on the weekend.
As you do.
So then, therefore, any of my prior WIPs to that was not my newest anymore. So I finally got there when I finished off the Easter Peeps. So that one was done. So, yeah.
Awesome.
So Monday, if I'm working on the planner on that day, that automatically ticks off that one. And then I've just got to get the 500 stitches done on Hedwig, which hopefully at the Stitchy meetup in April I will be able to get at least a fair chunk of the 500 done, if not all of the 500 done.
And then I'm going to a Stitchy meetup that Kylie's not going to. So that's one of the plans that's coming up as well.
Yeah.
Because I'll have 2 this month.
Yeah.
And
whereas
Kylie's coming to the second of the 2 that I'm going to.
I'm going to the other one because we've got other plans on the day that the first one's done. So, anyway, so we'll move on to haul and actually discussing WIP Go leads me into mine because I finished off that the box that I mentioned, the newest one for the weekend. I got to open another box on my advent calendar. And so I actually got this little guy.
What a cute
How
little
cute
elf.
is he? He's a little needle minder.
He's such a cute little elf.
So I look forward to putting him on a project.
Yeah.
A nice Christmas one would do well.
He's going to be so cute on your project.
He's going to be so cute. He's going to keep me company and say
hi. I'm watching you.
So, and look,
there we go.
They're magnetic.
Didn't know that till now.
Yeah, well, they're metal and he's magnetic.
Of course,
so,
yeah.
Yeah, I tried that out earlier.
Of course she did.
Just to make sure. I didn't want to put it there and have it fall down.
That's very true.
So there you go. You can still see him in the background. Ro has some haul.
I do. I won a pattern from the very lovely Helen D. I feel like she's my new bestie. Don't worry. Don't worry, I'm not giving you up.
No, I love Helen too.
So. Anyway, so I fell in love with this pattern flying lessons last year, and there was a sale happening, and a lot of the people were changing the green in the pattern to purple. And I was like, of course, I love that.
Because Helen herself did this pattern too, didn't she?
She did.
And she changed hers to purple.
Yeah, she loved stitching it. Yeah. And so she had a giveaway and I entered and I was one of the lucky winners.
Yay.
So I was like, yay.
Because I think she had 2 of them she was giving away.
Yes, she did. Yep. And it arrived yesterday.
Yes, it was good timing.
So it was very good timing and I got it out of the letterbox and I was like, ooh.
Very exciting.
Happy mail.
Yay, we love happy stitchy mail.
And also I got some digital hauls. So I'm going to read them out and we're going to put the pictures up. So from the Etsy shop Favorite Gnome, which I love, you guys know I love, I got Beach Gnome, St. Patrick's Day, Girl and Boy, Traveller Gnome, Peach Gnome, Bee Gnome, Hello Summer Gnome, Knitter Gnome, Chocolate Gnome, Hello Spring Gnome, and the 12 Zodiac Signs Gnomes. So with the 12 Zodiac Signs, it will have pictures of like each one like closer up. Do you know what I mean? Then I also got from Shirova Creations because, I enabled myself because with our Flosstubes, I go back to the place where we got the pattern from and I get the link to put in for you guys. And I saw she was having a sale.
Oh dear.
So I enabled myself. So I got Watercolor Elephant, and this one has a butterfly up the top, but it's just called Watercolor Elephant. Then I got Watercolor Elephant with a rose headband. Now in the stained glass categories, I got the giraffes, the turtle, the flamingo, and then at the very end, I got the baby elephant. So yeah, that's my haul.
You've been busy.
I'm going to live to like 5 million to be able to finish all my projects.
I keep saying I need to turn into a vampire to get through everything I want to get
Hopefully
through.
by that time, when I get a bit older, they'll have enough technology or sort of,
keep your life
an everlasting serum or something.
Like I said, I just need to become a vampire. Live forever and
Yeah, so that's pretty much everything, I think, isn't it?
But it is pretty much everything. I'm going to shock you with a little something.
That
I've
I've
been thinking
brace
about.
myself.
I haven't mentioned it yet.
I'm going to brace myself.
I just started thinking yesterday with the amount of things that I got from the D-Stash and various other places and the limited space I have. I'm going to try for the rest of this year at least. I'm going to try. I don't promise anything, but I'm going to try to stitch my stash. Oh!
Like, this is real time. I didn't even know this.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's awesome because I've been thinking along the same lines. I'm like, look how much Ada I got in the D-Stash video.
Exactly.
I'm like, oh my goodness.
I have so many kits, so many patterns, so much fabric, so much floss, and even things for finishing now. And, the budget's been a bit tight.
Well, you know what that means? We can still keep our budget saving up, and then we can go away and do things,
do something nice with it, instead of overspending it.
Yeah,
we still have a few things with Sharon at Crafty Threads, so we will
of course,
we will still obviously get those.
Anything I've committed to, I'll get.
Yes, exactly. If we've already committed to it, now that's not going to stop me grabbing free patterns when I see them if I like them. I'm still going to do that, but I'm just not going to be. I'm going to try and really restrict.
Yeah. Can you help me do that too?
Stitching your stash basically means you use what you have already.
Yeah.
You don't go out and buy anything else. I joined a Facebook group at the start of this year for that, and I have not done. So I'm going to try now. So what are we coming into the start of April? So
so the first, 3 months, the first quarter of the year
doesn't count.
Yeah. No. Start April.
Starting April.
I said an April Fool's Day joke. If you can start April the 1st.
Does that mean I can get out of it that day? No. No. So, I will still pick up what I've got with Sharon at Crafty Threads. But other than that, I mean, if I start stitching something and I need a floss, I will grab a floss. I'm not going to
yeah, of course. If you've run out of the colour that you need, then
I don't think I'm going to run out in a hurry because I honestly have that much floss because whenever Spotlight or Crafts have had their sales on, I have basically got the whole set of standard 6-stranded DMC threads.
Yeah.
And some of them I have multiples of because I've picked them up from the op shops or from the D-stash or, anything like that. So I shouldn't run out. Like when I have bought a new project and I've actually put it into my apps and worked out what I need for them, I've actually then gone and bought those flosses as well so that I don't run out.
Yeah.
So I shouldn't run out in a hurry. But, if I did...
I always try to look in my stash first for the flosses.
Yes, I always
if I can.
do. And then if I need something, I'll buy it.
That's right, yeah.
So, I'm not going to go, oh, well, I can't stitch that because I don't have that colour floss.
You're not going to restrict yourself.
A floss is like, what are they, $1 or something,
Yeah, and sometimes you can get them on special.
Sometimes, Lincraft and Spotlight send you vouchers for your birthday and things like that. So, I will spend those.
Yep.
But I'm going to try and not spend much otherwise.
Tie my hands behind my back.
I said I'm going to try, and I make no promises, but I'm going to do my very best because I honestly I have a tub full of kits that is overflowing. Not to mention digital patterns, either freebies or ones that I've bought, and
I'm pretty much the same. I was thinking about this the other day after I bought all these ones.
I think the D-stash really tipped me over into thinking that I really don't I should really think hard before I go to the next D-stash.
Yeah. And my other thought was, as I said before, I need to live to 5 million to be able to finish them all. So I'm not going to be able to finish everything that I want to do. So, I need to...
Yeah.
And
even
though I get a lot more stitches...
Yeah. Like when I finish something and I want to start something else, I want to prioritize the ones that I really want to do, not the ones that I've picked up just for, because it was there and it was cheap.
Well, maybe we can help each other keep on track with that.
Yes. Yeah. And you guys help us too.
Yeah.
If you see us
keep us accountable.
Oh, we're going to go and buy this, or we're going to go to, another D-stash market, you hold us accountable too.
You know what I just thought? No, that means our floss tubes are going to be shorter because we're going to have no haul. Well, or maybe very little.
Probably not much. I mean, I've still got my advent calendar that will be open when I so I'll have those to show.
Yeah.
And like I said, the birthday vouchers and things that
and then like if we win anything and that's
or if we win a prize, there will still be some haul. Just it will be a lot less, obviously, than certainly the haul video.
Yeah, I'll very much try myself too.
I think that we need to try and work through a fair chunk of what we've got before we go buying. Heaps more.
And then just think with all the money that we've saved,
we can go on a holiday.
We can.
Well, I mean, there will be. We've got a stitchy cruise in the middle of the year, we've got our usual retreat towards the end of the year. So there may be things we want to grab then. So I think maybe hold off for the special things.
I've just heard that there's a cruise around my birthday next year.
So maybe you want to save up for that one.
So another stitchy cruise. So I think it's in the very beginning stages at the moment. So
still planning.
Yeah. So I just heard the end of April. I'm like, oh. So yeah.
Possible birthday cruise next year.
Yeah. Wouldn't that be fun?
Yeah.
Cool.
All right. Well, that is all we have for you guys today.
Yep.
So
nice and short one today.
It is short and sweet today. Because we did the haul the other day, so that cuts out a fair chunk. So thank you for joining us. If you made it this far, please remember to like, share, and subscribe. We want to get to that 100, remember? So we need at least 4 of you to do it, please.
Add a comment down below what your plans are or what you want to do for April, what your birthday, what Durene Jones pattern you're going to do for my birthday sale. We'd love to find out
on that. That'd be great. Even just what you're doing over Easter. Are you stitching anything new or special? Let us know in the comments.
Cool. All right. Until next time.
Stay crafty.
Stay crafty.